Brad Williams, XL Prime. We're going to look at XLOOKUP, and we're going to throw in a normal XLOOKUP. Here's our data. Here's our data. Here's our requirements. It must be rhubarb, and it must be month 4. Here is XLOOKUP, XLOOKUP E2. It's explicit. Here we're saying we want rhubarb. We want our lookup array, B5, B14. We want our return array to be the exact same thing. We're saying, show me rhubarb. We get rhubarb. Go over here, it spills over. If that's what you intended to do, that's what you got. Now, we have this XLOOKUP. What we're doing here is we have a lookup value, 1. We have this exact. What's this all about? Well, exact is going to give you exactly that. Test cells are exactly equal, case sensitive. Our requirements are B5 to B14, E2. XLOOKUP is going to go to its next argument, which is the return array, B5 to B14. So what's different between this and this? We throw in, instead of this lookup array being B5, B14, we're saying we want exact B5, B14, E2. What happens is the lookup array is going to produce 00010. It's exact. That's why our lookup here is 1, because we're using that exact, and we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we get a true here at rhubarb. That's it. If you want to find only the stock in hand, we can do this. We have this lookup value E1, which is in stock. We're looking here at E stock. That's our lookup. And we have our lookup array. It's going to be C4, E4. What's our return array? Well, we have to try to find in stock. What we did was we changed our row lookup to column lookup, and you can do this. Just stay consistent. So now, just think. You have to think through this. You have an XLOOKUP with actually the return array. How do I turn this function into a return array? Just think, what do you have to do in order to get the return? You have to identify, you have to be able to pick out the column. We have a lookup. Now we have a return array, and now we have to look up E2. That means we have to find something. We want something in stock. That's what we select. You're picking something random, E2. And then where? Here. We have some particular produce that you elected to find out what's in stock. Our return array is going to be C5 to C14. This, F9, is going to be vegetable 21470. What you're saying is, I need to find spring onions. We're going to find spring onions. The output's going to be vegetable 274 in the date here. What's going to happen is we have this lookup array, E1, which is in stock. We have this lookup array, F9, fruits or vegetables. Then we have a return array, F9, vegetables 4729. So the output is going to be spring onions and 27. And this is the procedure you're going to use in order to pull off this XLOOKUP. Now this clearly is an awkward combination. You can see if you're looking for a specific output, this is what you have to do. And the logic there, it's going to take a little bit of thinking. I encourage you to tear this thing apart. This is not something you're just going to sit down and just throw together. You got to put the pieces together and look at how it flows. Here's an easier way to understand this thing. We're going to clean this thing up, all right? Here, we have this E1. We're going to look in stock for in stock. Do we care about fruits and vegetables? No. Do we care about the pick date? No, we're going to keep this clean and simple. Our lookup array is D4. Then here in XLOOKUP, what are we going to do? We're going to look for radish. Okay, E2. E2, where? Well, B5. And what do we want? We just want the in stock. We don't need this other stuff. And then just hit go. That's it. All that noise just makes this so much hard to visualize. Here, you can just go on, I need to go across, I need a column name, and then I just need a produce. So it's a two-way lookup. XLOOKUP makes it a little challenging. Go back to the drawing board. If it gets overly complex, simplify it. What I originally did was messy, and hopefully this will be a little easier to understand. Brad Williams, XL Prime.